Welcome to South Harmon.
New year, new us, huh?
Starting early. Look at that. Hey, and we both burned alive the last time we were on air.
I was going to say, buddy, for sure your beard got burnt up. We could tell that, you know?
It did. Well, I needed a haircut. So, you already had the number one on.
Dude, it worked out.
Might as well number one the rest of it.
Worked out better that way.
I got a neck. It's crazy. It's white.
Looks good.
But there's a neck.
It looks real good. I love it.
Man. Good deal, man. You still got that?
What's up, Patty?
That zip up's fire, man. God,
pretty cool. Pat, hey, what's up, Patty? What's up, Corey? He's saying what's up to Fizz. What up, Fizz? We got everybody in here. Excuse me. Where are my manners? Pre-game crew.
Poured up.
Hey, cheers. To everybody. Speaking of cheers, I mean, Mike, I'll tell you, putting together the wheel I should have thought this through with the giveaways a little bit beforehand. It was like a full-time job doing that alone. But we've got some giveaways to get to. Before we get to that, Mike, we should at least discuss, the thumb and a few little, I don't want to say mishaps, but just there's been a lot of small injuries that are piling up, I think. And then there's some big ones too, frankly. Cam Scatterbo at the top of the injury, that one really hurt for teams that were – the thing was, it felt like you're kind of recently, like the last few weeks, starting to get ramped up and feeling like, okay, this is Cam Scatterbo's backfield.
Yeah.
And now, bye-bye. Back to Tyrone Tracy,
Yeah. It's a weird feeling, right? Because as a portfolio dynasty player, we want all players to go well.
Yeah.
Not going to lie to you, though.
I'm imagining you're happy. I'm imagining Mike's happy, unfortunately, right?
I didn't really like the guy, right? I found him annoying. I don't know. Something about him, I don't like his face.
Something about his face. There's nothing you can do to change it. I just really want to punch it,
And I don't think I had very many.
I know you did.
Shares, exposure.
That I was going to say. Let's be honest. Let's be gentlemen and honors scholars for once. You didn't have much exposure, so all of a sudden you didn't like him that much. Let's call it what it is.
I didn't like him anyways.
If you would have had 10 shares, 15 shares, I think you would have liked him a lot more.
Listen, I don't have Tyler Warren shares because I spent all offseason telling everybody he's terrible. And,
you don't like him either.
No, I like him. I like him. I like him as a football player. I think he's fucking awesome. I don't know. It's just Cam's personality is fuck.
That's fair.
It's a me and Fizz thing. Fizz just kept sending me all the shit, fo in the trap, and I'm like, fucking setting white people back. Just when I thought we were on the come up, just when Cooper DeJean was making us good again, exciting whites, and I was like, I gotta deal with this shit now. I can't defend this. What do you want me to do with this?
This says Mike definitely has to drink boxed white wine with the back-to-back beard cuts.
Boxed.
That's fucking awesome. Hey, but listen, I'm with Zach though.
Full transparency, Cam Scatterbo shares
zero. I mean, let's not do that just now. Looking good, buddy. I remember I'm young enough.
Tracy shares 11, so take it for what it's worth.
Exactly. Numbers don't lie; they rarely ever do. All right.
Yeah.
Personality, my ass. Now, let me just ask you this: personality. Let's talk about this because he's moving up on Keep Trade Cut, and he had a good game this week. What were your takeaways from this week's game?
Great game.
What were your takeaways from this weekend from Rashee?
I mean, since I'm eating shit already on Cam Scatterbo, I will say now Rashee's ADOT is up to 2.4 yards. So
right,
we're making improvement.
Well, let's bring it. What was it this week?
I don't know what it was week by week. I just see the total. Just see the total. Yeah. So we went from 0.8 to 2.4. So any math wizards out there can do the targets and
if anyone's out there with a calculator and maybe
he had 37 air yards this week,
like a trigonometry degree or something. We would look to you.
He's now got one deep target through 2 games.
Well, let me ask you this then. Let's say it's 2.4. Yep. I'll take 2.4 with this type of production all fucking day.
You're not going to be mad at the points. You're not going to be mad at the points.
Well, and let me ask you then, from this week's game, did he pass a little more of the eye test for you?
Yeah, he started doing stuff a little bit farther downfield, right? I saw in the comments, I got a little heat because I was talking about, get them on crossers, but I'm not talking like fucking 1 yard crossers, man. They were using them more closer to that intermediate range, which was good to see, right? Which is why his ADOT went up, but still a lot of design targets. But if that's how they're going to feed them, like you said, you're not going to be mad at the production.
No.
I still have concerns, especially because, like you said, keep trade cut. Now is just going to look at it and go back to back weeks at 20 plus points. Let's fucking push them up, man. We need to talk about him in the same reverence we're going to talk about JSN, and what he's doing.
Yeah.
They're doing it in far, far different ways, though. Far different ways.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it's also one of these things where the games can be different, but is the production there, and is it reasonable to expect the production to continue? To me, Mike, the targets, even if they are closer to the line of scrimmage than a lot of other players, I mean, they're definitely predictable, in my opinion, so far with the way they're using him, of fantasy success. I mean, let me ask you this. Jamar Chase, what was his ADOT last week? I'd imagine very low. Yeah. I mean, now granted, it's 19 targets. It's a different conversation. Point is, I don't necessarily care if you can win in every way. It's just, the way that they're using you, are you winning in that way? I mean, I don't think there's any way to deny at the moment. Not just that he's winning, but Mike, they're going to keep featuring him in this way because he's starting to. Honestly, I'm curious what your thoughts are on Travis Kelce too, because he had a good game this week too.
He did. Like, unfortunately, their offense is starting to go back to like some of the shit that we saw before, where it didn't make it as explosive. Like, it was a little bit more gross, right? We're just gonna
a lot more. Check down feeling targets. Yes.
Yeah, he did take a couple deep shots to Xavier Worthy, which was good to see. So you just hope that mix kind of continues, right? Where they balance both offenses. The way it was cooking in the playoffs in the Super Bowl,
right.
How they were using Xavier Worthy last year towards the end of the year, and then what they're doing with Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice. I hope there's more of a balance. Like early on with Rashee being back, it's more underneath stuff. Not only to him, but like you mentioned, Travis Kelce's being featured there too. But just don't forget the fact that you do have, the combine record setter at wide receiver, who's a dynamic playmaker down the field. The only thing that's like really, really gross that I still hate, but I don't think it's ever going to go away, is why the fuck Juju Smith-Schuster has to be on the field like at all.
But the thing about Juju is the way he plays, the way that it's almost going to make that gross feeling check down even more so. Him, Rashee, Travis Kelce. I mean, what do you expect is going to happen? These are intermediate, in the middle of the field working players, all of them, So it's like, what do you expect is going to happen?
They're all Travis Kelce, just because of his advanced age and like where he's at now. Like he's not the downfield threat that he used to be, right?
Jay Jackson, who the fuck is that guy?
He's not the downfield threat that he used to be. So like he's also pigeonholed into this underneath. The thing I worry about is as they go on in the season, the Chiefs do, that we go way back to like 2023, 2024. Just what the fuck's wrong with this offense, man? It's not explosive anymore. It's just gross. And we were enjoying the early part of the season, right? Without Rashee, we were enjoying the fact, for basketball teams, not lineup teams, but the fact they were taking deep shots to Tyquan Thornton. They were taking deep shots to Xavier Worthy. They were utilizing just Juju and fucking Travis Kelce in that underneath role. And now with Rashee back, it's like, we're still going to use Juju, but we're also going to heavily feature Travis Kelce and Rashee. I don't want the offense to become that. I don't know. Who the fuck was that guy that I played in college football last year all the time? Big Corey. Every time you fucking play him, it's just a bubble screen and a drag route. That's all you do. Like, I don't want the Big Corey offense. Don't want that shit.
I got questions started, so keep them coming. But the AI is getting crazy because you can't even tell, frankly. You really can't.
Here's the real dynasty question on Rashee, Adam. Like, you love the production, okay? I do have some usage concerns, but like you said, the production's going to trump any kind of like usage concerns you have, like ADOT, any of that shit, as long as he's putting up fantasy points. But right now, they got him up at 10. Behind Drake London and Emeka Egbuka and Malik Neighbors.
What did I say last week? Listen, I'm not prophetic. I can't see the future. But that was a call. I mean, I said he's going to be right there in the mix. And he actually did, Mike, within a week past Rome and Ted. I said he's at least there. what is your question though? Like, do you think this is too far, or do you have a? Is this past where he should go?
I know you're on the Rashee side and you love his production, but how high does it go before even you goes, wait a minute, what the fuck are we doing here?
I feel like, Mike, this is I'm kind of in the camp of this is appropriate at the moment. Like, I would say personally, I would have definitely Rome and Ted ahead of him, okay, because of age and because they're just as likely, I think, to produce. So I prefer them. But Mike, I think it's appropriate here. I'd have him over Nico, and I have Drake ahead of him. But to me, if he gets ahead of Ibuka, that's where I probably would be. Like, if he goes to that next tier, if he gets to the elite tier, that's too rich for me personally. So if he gets to CDs, Amon-Ra, Malik, these guys, I'd probably prefer to have all of those players for sure. So I think we're kind of getting to a point, though, Mike, and I'm curious your thoughts here. For Dynasty at the receiver position, the elite receivers are the top 12, 15, 20. They're going to be some of the most coveted assets in the game, right? And then to me, there's I think a kind of a clear list of 12 or 15 where, yeah, you're going to want the ones ahead. You know, if you were to do rankings, you're obviously going to want the one at 1 or at 5 or at 7. But, Mike, I missed a great 6-7 opportunity there, too. Damn it. But, no. Mike, the thing is, it's kind of semantics. They're all guys that can go off on a weekly basis. And I think anytime in that range, if you can kind of maneuver extra pieces that are significant value in a trade to tier down to one of the other players in that general range, probably going to be beneficial to you in my estimation. As long as it's not some kind of a nickel and dime thing. You know, we're talking you're getting a legitimate, couple seconds or a first to move from a elite receiver to stay with an elite receiver, Mike. I'm kind of in the camp of doing that type of a trade because these are all assets that are really highly valued.
I think this might be the most saturated the dynasty market's ever been with wide receivers. Like, especially because you look at the top. Like you said, when you start at the top, every week it seems like we're having a conversation about, like, is this guy in the running for tier 1? Is this guy in the running for wide receiver 1? Rashee's banging on the door now, right? Like, with what Rome has been doing this year, he's banging on the door. Tet has put up good production for a rookie, right? Which is going to keep him elevated. And then you're hoping for that second-year leap, which he will be banging on the door.
Yep.
Last year, we tried to push up Brian Thomas and Ladd McConkey already up into that tier, right? So, like, we're getting extremely saturated at the top. Yeah. And then there feels like there's a group of, like, let's just say, like, 20, 24, like, really usable wide receivers. And then everything else feels like it's like down to 65. It's all the same shit now. Like it's all just a giant tier of who gives a fuck. Well, give me any one of those. But it feels like we're extremely saturated, but it does feel like a great time to take advantage of anybody who's got bias towards a particular team or particular receiver, because this guy's 2 years younger or whatever the fuck the case is, and get away with a lot of tear downs where you just get extras thrown on the top and you walk away with the same fucking thing, but extra picks or an extra player added onto it.
Yeah. Well, we got a super chat, so let's acknowledge. This Monopoly money, man, is fired up for the October Blue Jays. Rocktober, baby. Rocktober. Appreciate you, Simon.
I do hope they do it, man. You hate those super teams that fuck Dodgers, man. Fuck
yeah. To me, that's there's a few different things about baseball, but in particular, the salary cap is just insane. I mean, you can have a team that's
the lack of salary cap.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, the salary cap not having one is just Mike. You can have a team legitimately. You could have a team that's 50, 100 times. There's not a limit on how they could be 100 times more paid than the team you're playing against. Like, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. I know it's capitalism, but come on, damn it. Let's have some kind of a parity. I think the real question,
the NFL was like that, the fucking Dallas Cowboys would never lose a game ever again.
That's not true. Jerry would find a way. He really would. Sorry, Fizz. I think the real question becomes, if it's established the top 15 are highly coveted and considered elite, what are you paying for the giant tier below that where you think they should be first, but it's not that easy?
That's what makes it real fucking difficult to even consider paying a first for it, because it's like, I feel like I should be shopping somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I should go to a different store, and maybe it doesn't cost a first.
Well, here's I think the reality of it, right? So there was a question from Jay. What would you need to move on top of Nico? I'm sorry, to move on. What would you need on top of Nico to move off of Rice? So I have Mike, and I'll tell you this: the top 12 for me at the moment is there's a couple tiers in there, but this giant tier that Keep Trade Cut has would be where I'm at with my rankings as well, and the 12 players. They're moved around differently. But it's Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, Jefferson, JSN, Amon-Ra St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors, Mecca Egbuka, Drake London, Rashee Rice, Rome Odunze, Tet McMillan. See, this list, this group of players here, Mike, if I can stay in that range, I'm pretty much doing it across the board. Because, like, literally across the board, you're looking at 26 years old as the top of it, and all these players don't have, what do you want to call it? The market isn't going to significantly freak out if there's an injury because of their age, right? So all these ones are, to me, easy tier up and down, if it makes sense. I'd be of the camp of tearing down. We get to Nico, though, Mike. This is a different conversation. He's going to be 27 next year. The offense has been mid. His production has been kind of spotty. And I do think he would be a guy that if was to get hurt, he's already at, 15? He could easily move. He's 13, sorry. I could see him easily moving, though, close to 20 or outside the top 20 in a significant injury this offseason. So that's where, to me, there's like kind of a clear break where it's like, okay, you could get production, but the dynasty asset after that is very different when I'm looking at the rest of this list, frankly.
Yeah, I think you're right. The top 12 tier really feels solidified right now at this point. Like, and then as soon as you get to Nico, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas, Ladd, you go different.
Yep.
different.
Yep.
Different.
Yep.
I mean, we're close-ish. We're close-ish, but I need something significant on it. So when you say, what on top of Nico do you need? I mean, most times I just say a second.
I'm not doing it for a second.
Yeah, like I think I'm good.
Here's what I would say, Jay. I would do it for a second. Let's say, right,
in the best ball league,
right on the tip of the playoffs, or if I'm able to in the playoffs, let's say, make that type of a pivot, where I'm literally at this point using that second round pick to fill a meaningful hole in my roster to try to win a title. That would be the exception to the rule. Outside of that, playing this game of Dynasty in Week 9, hell no, I'm not doing it. It's too much risk to take on.
It's really going to come down to your league dynamics too, and your league market, and what you think that second actually reasonably buys you, because they all different, right? It depends on what managers you're dealing with. Like I made a trade with Koopa today. He sent it to me, but I'm a contending team. He wanted my 27 second for J.K. Dobbins, and at this point, I'm like, fuck yeah, like fuck yeah, give me J.K. all day. So you know what I mean? Like if you were to say I'm a contending best ball team and somebody offered me Nico and J.K. Dobbins for my Rashee, fuck, it's a different story. It's a different, sure. I'm in.
But if we're talking lineup, I wouldn't even do that there, I don't think.
Unless it was, start 11, start 12, something like that.
Yeah, so a longer starters.
Multiple spots, yeah.
And even then, I'd probably consider doing it for sure and start 12. But again, I would be wanting to push my luck, so to speak, press my luck, so to speak, towards, can I get this deal done in Week 12? Or even if it's not JK, a similar running back in Week 12. That's what I'm probably looking to do more so than anything. Because, Mike, if JK gets hurt, RJ Harvey just had 3 touchdowns. JK gets hurt, his value's going to absolute zero. Like, you've just burnt that value completely, right?
You're done. Yep.
So I'd rather hold for a little bit longer. To tear down from Puka or not, I'll wait for my team review. Okay, Corey, we got you on that. Also,
is that in the Smeagol voice?
It's not a Smeagol voice, but it's coming to him. Honestly, probably going to be this week, if not early next week. So, Corey, I appreciate you, buddy. What I was going to say was here. There was a question that DB had that I wanted to answer. Oh, okay. So now, Mike, let's talk about basically, would you send a first for Devontae Smith right now in Dynasty?
I don't think I would.
Would you send on a contending team? No. Would you send a first for T?
Don't think I would at this point either.
Those are probably some names I would, But it would probably be a unique situation, meaning like, hey, they're going to be auto starts for me, and my team's already pretty much penciled into the playoffs. Aside from that, though, Mike, because here's what I would rather do. Send another first to go to that top 12 list.
Mm-hmm.
Or can I send 2 seconds? Whatever the cost would be, right? For Rashee Rice, I probably would prefer not to send 2 firsts at the moment, let's be honest. But point is, can I send – what would the additional net plus be to go to the top 12 list? That's what I would much prefer to do. And I'll say this, Mike, if I have Devontae Smith and I'm rebuilding, I think if you're asking for more in the first, you're probably missing the boat, if I'm being honest. Like, I think that's – what would you move him for a first right now in Dynasty? Or is there a question about that even?
I don't know if you would or not, like, at this point. Like, if you're a contending team, it kind of feels like you're just holding, right?
What was the return here? Street veteran, talk to us.
Yeah, I want to know that one. But here's the problem I have. Like, in generic warp, right? Normal lineup, start 10 PPR league, right?
Yeah.
Adam, like, right now on the season, I mean, Keenan Allen's at like fucking 8. Mecca Book is at 7. You want to talk about difference in values, right? But that's like where the production problems and the dynasty value stop matching up, and you go, what the fuck? So when you talk about would you pay a first for Devontae Smith, who's at 18, he's also just a few spots above Ladd McConkey, who costs probably more than a first.
Yeah,
still.
first and a second, or first and a couple seconds, right?
Tet McMillan, down here at 24 at a 1 warp, right? Like, that costs way more. He's in your top 12 for sure. But, like, the difference between, let's say, Stephon Diggs, 0.957, and Keenan Allen, 1.5. Like, we're talking a 0.6 warp difference through 8 fucking weeks. Like,
sure.
When you talk about would you pay a first for this guy, at the wide receiver position, this tier has become just so big. That's why I say, like, I just want to go shop at a different store and see if I can't find somebody who's going to give me a discount on something. Like, sure, is Keenan Allen not as sexy long-term as Devontae Smith? Yeah. Is it realistic to think that Smitty and Keenan Allen could probably give me the same warp? Maybe leaning towards Keenan for the rest of the year? Yeah. But, so if you're telling me I got to pay a first for one, or I got to pay, a second for fucking Keenan Allen? Dude, give me the Keenan Allen. I'll keep the first until I actually really need to fill a hole somewhere.
Well, this is where I think it's not just as simple as the production for me. I get your point, though, right? But, like, let's say in this scenario, right, I buy Smitty for a first and I buy Keenan Allen for a second. Let's say in 3 weeks they're out for the season. Keenan Allen, you've literally evaporated. You've eviscerated every piece of the value. Smitty probably goes for a second, honestly, even injured, frankly, right? So now, Mike, here's the thing. With Smitty, even in a worst-case scenario there, I can use that second to go buy a Keenan Allen type now again.
Another one. Yeah, you got a little bit of a fallback for sure.
And that to me is worth it. That to me is worth using that first on that player. Because here's the other scenario, Mike. What if they both stay healthy, and as things start to continue to develop, Keenan Allen either, doesn't continue to produce like that, or Smitty just stays elite. Mm-hmm. You've also got an asset that could end up moving you into a player. For example, Keenan Allen can't trade you into any of those areas that you would like to. You might be able to one day add a second to Smitty to get to the elite table. You very well could be able to do that.
Here's my only problem with it. You're doing it at a position where it's very flat on the curve, right? And you have a much bigger range, right? When you talk about, we'll use the scenario that you just gave. Somebody in your league, let's just say me and you, we're against each other. We're both competing. You go buy Devontae Smith for a first. I go buy Keenan Allen for a second. Okay. Mm-hmm. They both get hurt the same fucking week. Okay. Yep. Your Devontae Smith, now you're saying it's worth the second. My Keenan Allen's worth fuck all. Nobody gives a shit. Yeah. Right.
He's probably going to waiver wire frauder. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably cutting him. Okay. Now here's the thing. You just lost Smitty. Now we get to the fucking point where we're really competing against each other, Adam. Mm. The warp in almost every single league is going to show a massive decline at running back position from the elite to the elite. I still have the trump card of having my first to go trump you, even though we're both down a receiver that was giving us equal production. But I can go buy.
That's not. Stop. You can't use that. What if I have multiple firsts? That's a different conversation. That's a very generic.
We're on equal playing terms here. That's all I'm saying is you don't want to manage your roster by just throwing away a first at this point in the year.
Why?
Right?
If you're listening to me, you've already stacked up multiple firsts exactly for this time.
That's not the scenario we're playing, though. We're playing.
Yes,
we're equal.
We're playing.
Equal.
Why?
Equal
Why
teams.
is that
equal teams, and you have pushed your first in, Adam. Like you have at week 8, you have pushed your first in for a wide receiver in a flat tier.
I'm not saying that.
And I pushed the second in. We both lose.
What you're doing is changing what I'm saying, because I'm not saying I'm pushing my first in when I only have one first for Devontae Smith in this scenario.
That wasn't established, but I'm saying we can't give people advice that says that's what you should do, because most people are going to play with only a single first. You know what I mean? Like they're only playing with theirs. They're like, well, they did say push their first in for Devontae Smith or whatever the case may be. I'm telling you, you need to hold on to that fucking first. Go shop at a cheaper store. And if you're going to use that first, use it for a position or a warp position that actually matters. Like that's actually has a steeper
warp
curve.
Position? I mean,
Yes.
let's be wide receiver is about as meaningful as it's ever been as a position.
Not when it's that flat.
But Devontae Smith has had massive peak weeks.
And yet he still falls into the massive flat tier.
Well, why?
Just like all the other wide
run the warp for the last 3. Run the warp for the last 3 weeks.
Okay. I bet he's still in a flat tier.
Okay, just run it. Go ahead.
Gotcha.
But again, that comes down to production versus dynasty value. And I want to have my cake and eat it too.
There we go. Mr. Smitty.
Let's see what this looks like. How's that leg after that gruesome injury? What happened, Alex? Oh, Alex Smith. I'm like, what in the hell? 100. I'm not sure exactly which one you're on.
This might be a Koopa thing.
Oh.
I don't know if it's giving you the right. No.
5-year probation scare. Anyone? Oh, this is the Rashee Rice thing. I don't think so. Are you scared about the 5-year probation thing?
You hope he learned
a little
his lesson,
bit, maybe,
right?
but it's not moving my.
You hope he learned his lesson. He's not gonna do anything stupid. Because they definitely don't fuck around when it comes to probation violations either, right?
Well, you just established the top 12. It comes to bias. People just have a bias towards a lot of Smitties of the world, the receivers in the giant flat range. Hence the challenge of, trying to read this right, if you are willing to pay a first in assets for this non-elite range. Yeah. I mean, again, this comes down to me, I would rather pay up to go to the elite range. But if that doesn't exist, and let's say I do, when I'm moving my first round pick in general, right, I want to be making sure I'm doing it with intention. So if I need to fill a hole, Smitty fills the hole of production. Maybe Keenan Allen does end up beating him for the year, Mike, but the flexibility I have with the Smitty is the reason I would go with that personally. But it's probably not going to run, huh?
I think it might be working. I think it's just the numbers that nope. I don't think it is at all.
Okay. What up?
It looked up
what
fucking
up,
say
Joel?
whether I do the last 3 weeks or I do 8 weeks in total.
Wait, what? Wait, say that again?
The graphs look the same whether I'm doing 5 weeks or.
Oh, it's running the
weeks.
exact same warp. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, my only point was going to be the Smitty has been playing, and this offense is projecting, Mike, especially with Saquon, better, and that it's he has, to me, Smitty still has pop week potential to where that's exactly what I'm chasing in warp, is a guy that can go for 30 any given week. But again, that's there's also different scenarios too. For example, maybe you're an Addison person, maybe you're an Olave person. There's guys that I would be biased to not sending a first in the same range, and there's guys that I would be biased towards sending a first in the same range. So, for example, Mike, I don't know that I would do it for Pickens either. So it probably comes down to player bias as well, to be honest.
And to be fair, Keenan did have a 30-point game in the last 3 weeks too.
For sure. Keenan just has, he has literally evaporate to zero in his range of outcomes.
If you're toast.
Every week, yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that part, right? Like,
yeah,
you can go to nothing where we just cut you, right? You're fucking James Conner or Najee Harris at that point. Like, should I keep him on my roster? Probably not.
And see, this is a great point because honestly, Mike, this is the reason that I end up typically saying a Smitty. Bias does rule all, and the reason I say that too, right? Keenan Allen, I basically, and to your point, it can still work out. Either one can work out. I'm not even going to tell you there's a right or wrong answer. There's a way I prefer to play the game. A second, though, right? you're basically like, listen, I'm happy to burn it, and if it goes to zero, it goes to zero because I don't care as much about it. It's a totally different asset than a first. The thing about it is, I'm like, I think a guy like Smitty, when you buy a Keenan Allen, I have a parked asset, in my opinion. Keenan Allen is now a parked asset, right? The more I have parked assets, meaning they're going to be on my team, and I'm basically dying with them on my roster, makes me inflexible. I feel inflexible. Now, granted, to your point, you still have a first. That's different than having me only having a second in this scenario. What I was going to say, though, is this. Smitty, to me, in a lot of formats, there's people that are like, oh, I would definitely send a first for Smitty, right? And if he's playing well, he's coming off of a good week, Smitty might be able to get me to a table of an elite asset, or he's very easily added into a deal where people might be like, yeah, that's actually really good. Now, as we get closer and closer to the playoff time, first, while I love having them, they start to get a little bit more devalued every time because contenders don't give a fuck anymore about the picks. That's the one little arrow where I kind of want to start moving some of my picks into players just because people look at the player as the asset that's going to score points, even more so as we get into the like weeds of the playoffs.
Very, very true. Very true. But I also say with that devaluing of the first, so does some of the actual warp difference makers that we have.
For sure.
Right? Like on a team that's going to miss out on the playoffs, right? At the end. Now, even if a contender's coming to you and saying, I'll give you a first for your Javonte Williams, maybe now you're like, oh, I'm still using him and I love his production. Right. You get to week 12 or 13 and like, I ain't making the fucking playoffs, man. Like, I will gladly take a first for Javonte Williams. Like, I will do dirty things to you if you offered me a first for him.
But that's exactly my point, though, in a way, is because, Mike, the reason it gets devalued is I can probably buy more. I probably have more assets on the table, so to speak. But it's like I'm shopping in the discount bin. It's like guys ain't worth a first, but they might give you the production to hit a home run. And that's what you're looking to do when you hold on to the pick, right? Realistically, I think one of the mishaps is as you get to the later part of the playoffs. So we're talking right now week 9, Mike. I'm talking like let's say week 12 and beyond. People are like, oh yeah, I want to send my first 4 players with a bunch of dynasty value. At that point, you've waited to basically be able to afford to go away from that. Now, of course, you'd love to have the dynasty value still, but you're probably not going to get that. So that's where, to me, having a Smitty, it gives me a little flexibility to go both ways. Meaning, like, if something goes wrong, I could probably still smelt Smitty. Yeah, very much pause. I'm a switch hitter. Pause. But nah, I'm just that's the thing about Smitty. He gives you flexibility to, like, if it goes wrong for you, Smitty probably can still be sold for roughly a first a lot of times, right? Keenan Allen isn't going to appeal to anybody on any type of...
It is true, right? Look what happened with Brandon Ayuk last year. Now, we've since, like, soured on him the longer he's been out, right? Out of sight, out of mind, and his value just keeps going down and down. We forget that he even maybe comes back at some point during the season. But right after that injury and in the offseason, people are still sending first for Brandon Ayuk, like, he's going to be back. He's going to be great.
Even though, to your point, Mike, it's wrong because we saw what happens if there's an injury to Ayuk. Look at Ayuk's value now. Matter of fact, we should just, for keep trade cuts, fun's sake, how bad has it gotten?
Holy shit. 48, Adam.
He almost misses the first page.
Dude, he's sandwiched between A.O. Manor and Wan'Dale Robinson.
That's a fun place to be in Dynasty. That's down to the point where you talked about the who gives a fuck range, right?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things I've tried to tell people. I've tried to tell people for the longest time. When you have a Dynasty asset like that, and it happens to the best of them. It's not just Ayuk, but especially for those Ayuk types. The farther we get away from the injury, the less and less they're worth, and the less people give a shit about them. So it seems shitty to do, but your best time to sell an injured asset if you're trying to get off of it is like the moment. Cam fucking Scatterbo is going to be a prime example, people. Like, if there was ever a time to settle Cam Scatterbo because you're worried about it, sell it now. Or you're holding until he comes back.
I was going to say, there you go. That's the final point. If you don't sell pretty much right away or within the first couple weeks for sure, right? Like that quick window, dude, you might as well just hold on until he comes back and hope and pray that he's going to be legit when he comes back. Because you're going to be bleeding asset. That asset's going to bleed value the entire time. Someone had a good question. Oh, here it is. Smitty, I personally don't think so. I think he might be able to get to like 15, 18. He's at 20. But here's the problem for him, right? You're looking at a guy who's 27 again. So you just can't typically get those players to go past like Nico, for example. He's 26.6, right? Like Nico at this age, it's going to be really hard for him to go past Drake London, to go past Emeka Egbuka, to go past Roma Dunze. Why? Those dudes are all so damn young. So I guess I would say he could go up, but top 12 feels like it's very much in the highest range of outcomes. Like he'd have to play. This is the reality for a 27-year-old player. He'd have to play it production-wise as an elite receiver one. He has to be an elite receiver one in production to get into the top 12. So if Smitty, for example, was top 3 on the year, top 5 on the year, then maybe he could be top 12, Mike. Aside from that, I don't think so, personally.
It's the Terry McLaurin problem, is what it is.
There you go. That's a very good comp and pool.
By the time everything went right for Terry McLaurin and you got the production and you got him ascending, he's got a quarterback, right, which was last year, finally. You look up and he's 28. Damn it. Right? And the highest keep trade cut would push that guy is like wide receiver 25. Like, fuck yeah, we love his production, but yeah, he's 28. We don't give a shit, really.
I am not. I will say, though, Hillbillies, this is the thing. I'm not paying a first, but I have seen people that are like, should I even – like I've gotten DMs literally in the last 24 hours. Am I crazy for not taking a first for Gadsden? And I say yes, personally. But, again, that's kind of a different conversation than everything we're talking about right now because of the tight end position. But I'm not in the mindset of paying a first for a tight end for sure.
We will have our misses at the tight end, right? Like you want to talk about low draft capital, kind of off the radar guys. Like the best one you can point to, the best one probably, got to be in history that you can point to as far as, was a later round draft pick. We didn't really think much of him and then exploded on the scene and just held serve at the elite of the elite tight ends for a long time. George Kittle.
Yeah. There you go.
George Kittle out of Iowa. I mean, I think he was a 5th round draft pick. Did some stuff his rookie year, but then his second year burst on the scene and, it's been George Kittle's show ever since then. Like we will be wrong about those kind of guys, right? Those are the outlier guys that we're like, oh man, if we were playing Dynasty back in the George Kittle days, like, should I sell George Kittle for a first? Am I fucking crazy? Should I do this? Trey McBride did nothing in his rookie year, right? And his value was in the shitter and then has rebounded nicely, right?
Dude, every trade that I sold McBride going into year 2, I mean, Mike, it was only like 2 or 3. But what I'm telling you, when I look back at those 2 or 3 trades, you're like, oh my God, I really, really fucked up.
But here's the great thing about the tight end position. For every one of those Trey McBrides or George Kittles or, Travis Kelce, if you want to go way back in the time machine, those kind of types, I can probably give you 15 that you'd be glad that you sold for a first. like you're just so far money ahead if you just follow the process of like, dude, if you want to give me a first for this tight end that didn't have draft capital or, doesn't have the best RAS score or has just done it for a couple games, like I don't believe it full time. It's not like he's done it for a whole season.
Yeah.
You're way more money ahead than any of the misses that you've ever had. But the misses are the ones that stick with you because those are the big names that you see like, man, I did sell fucking Trey McBride for a third going into a second season. Damn it. I shouldn't have done that.
Dale has a good point here too. And Mike, I actually think this comes down to the play. That conversation of Smitty and Keenan Allen also comes down to best ball. Mike, if it's best ball and lineup, if it's best ball, Mike, I think I'd probably prefer to have Keenan Allen for a second, actually. I think there's probably a conversation for lineup and best ball differing for me personally here. I would rather pay the first for a Smitty here because of Keenan Allen really in a best ball league, his value's dead too. But in lineup, Mike, I can move Smitty for a cheaper receiver, right? I can basically have 2 options. I have Smitty and then his hurt value into something like that. In lineup leagues, I'd rather have Smitty. But in best ball, Mike, I think, listen, if you get players for sending away seconds in best ball, I'm okay with it, honestly, no matter what. Like I just want to build out depth, like out the ass. Pause. But
Dale, to your question, in lineup, you almost prefer the studs, unless it's something stupid lineup, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, you get to 12 and more, maybe. We're talking, okay, you change it
because
up.
you have to push the button on these guys every single week. Like
Right.
you have to, right? Like you want to roster construct a lineup league where it's like if you're starting, let's say you can start up to 4 or 5 wide receivers, whatever it is. In normal lineup leagues, you're like, these are my 5 dudes. They start every week unless they're hurt or on a bye week. Like no fucking questions asked.
Yep.
You don't want to sit there and have to go, well, who's this guy play? What's his matchup? What corner is he doing? Like, do I play Drake London or do I play Brian Thomas Jr. this week?
Keenan Allen is probably a perfect example of, like, you started him once you started seeing him do well, and then when he starts doing poorly, you're like, okay, I'm fucking done with this guy.
Get him the fuck out. And then he goes off for a 30-burger.
And then you miss a great week, right?
You don't want to have those decisions. Like when I build lineup wide receiver rooms, I want like studs that are locked in. These are my dudes, right? These are my 5 for these spots. I'm going to have some bench depth. I'm going to have some guys where I'm like, listen, in a pinch, I'm going to throw you in, right? But there's no fucking way I'm starting you over CD Lamb, right? There's no way I'm starting you over Rashee Rice when he comes back from suspension. I'm not doing it.
Facts.
In best ball, it's the complete opposite, Adam, where like, listen, having those studs because we still play best ball with dynasty trade value principles and guys still hold the same value that they do in a lineup league in best ball. It's this weird thing that nobody really adjusts to, but that's something you can exploit. They're nice. Maybe you take them in a startup or you take them in the auction draft or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But when I build best ball rosters, I want as many of this, tier of, like I said, who gives a fuck as humanly possible. Like instead of having one Jamar Chase, give me fucking 8 Keenan Allens, and I will mop the floor with you every single time.
Well, that's the beauty of best ball, or the big difference, we should say, right? In lineup, if you had 8 Keenan Allens, Mike, you'd be inefficiently roster constructed. You would be
right.
You would hate it. Outside of injuries, outside of you just get lucky and there's a bunch of injuries and now you can plug them all. Right. But in best ball, Mike, I want all of those players and some. So that actually, to that point in that question of Devontae Smith and Keenan Allen, I'm not going to say you couldn't still do either one, but I think in lineup it'd be much more beneficial to go the Devontae Smith route. And I think in best ball, I'd probably prefer to still hold my first and go the Keenan Allen route. So
what Adam was saying about like in that scenario, if I got to pick, listen, I'm trying to fill my 4th flex spot or my 2nd flex spot with my 4th wide receiver. I have the choice of spending a 2nd on Keenan Allen, or I have the choice of spending a 1st on Devontae Smith. Listen, you're more inclined to go, I'm going to go the Devontae Smith route than the cheaper production. I completely understand that. Lineup versus best ball is very different.
That's funny because we were in a big disagreement, but I think actually format would determine the answer to that question.
Yes,
personally.
It would.
So
because Adam, listen, I saw somebody put this in the comment. Drink every time you say "to your point."
Oh yeah. So by the way, I'll drink too.
Fucked.
I'll drink to that.
We'll get fucked. Yeah, we'll drink to that one. Ooh. To your point, right? To your point about it, you may come at it a little bit more heavily from the lineup aspect, right?
Yeah.
Like you do a few more lineup leagues than I'm willing to dive into because I hate them.
Yep.
And when I think about it, I'm always like best ball. Like best ball is my first love.
Well,
it's what I go to first.
I'm also trying to talk more of the lineup side for our sake too, because I know you're going to probably heavily lean into the best ball. I know the strategy, but a lot of times it's like, man, if we just talk best ball, we're going to miss the lineup curve of people wanting to. That is
probably one of the things I hate just about general dynasty content.
That's very true. That's why AMA is so fun though. We can get the context.
Sleeper post like a trade, just a trade up there, like who won. And I'm like, I know nothing.
And the comments go crazy, right? The comments go crazy.
I don't know. Like if you told me this is a single quarterback league, side B one. If you told me this is super flex league, it's this one. If you told me this is a 10-team league, this changes fucking everything. I don't give a fuck about the quarterback in this trade. But then like they'll do the wide receiver trades, and I'm like, I don't know, it looked like a good best ball trade to me, and everybody's clowning the fuck out of this guy. It's like I need the context. Around it.
All right, I've got a bunch of questions starred. And also,
got
Mike,
a bunch of giveaways to get to.
We got a bunch of giveaways. So I was just thinking, listen, this is about as perfect of a time. Let's do the giveaways. Mike, we also have
Iz's comment up there too.
What we got? Oh yeah,
CD Goat.
Yeah, CD Goat. CD didn't have a great week, but he's looking back. I mean, he came back from this injury pretty quickly.
He had a fine week. He's fine.
He was okay. He was mid. Right? It was midish.
He's mid.
Especially for a goat. Right?
He wasn't Adam's graphics on fucking, Sunday.
Well, that was pretty cool because, Mike, we got a Fanatics, our partner, Certified Shit, sent an email saying, listen, we've already given you 2 jerseys, but we really enjoyed the stream. We got a third one coming in. I was hoping it would be here today. It's not. But a player featured in the stream was Breece Hall with a blow-up week. So we got a Breece Hall jersey going to be here tomorrow. We're going to give that away too. So giveaways out the ass. Pause. And like we also have we have a drawing as well for. I have literally a pile of shit here. So let's go ahead and get into that. Then we'll do the Fizz AMA and we'll get a couple questions before we bounce. All right.
I love it, man. If I had ever had enough money, you know what I mean? I had a pile of money. I think I would call my strip club that I would definitely own giveaways. We got giveaways out the ass.
Giveaways out the ass. All right, let's get to it. Well, let's also get Rashee Rice out of here.
He just won't go away.
He doesn't want to go away, to Mike's dismay. All right.
It's a big winner of all our giveaways, Rashee Rice.
This is the wheel, okay? Everyone in here trying to get to the shit money. You're entered, okay? All right. So we're gonna go ahead. This is what we're gonna do, by the way. The first one here is gonna be the scary haul. The scary haul is going to be, Mike.
We got a scary haul. Scary haul.
Matter of fact, here let's just to show off the gear real quick. So the scary haul is gonna be 1 pair of the shoes, right? And it's also going to be one of the brand new. Like I really wanted to keep one of these, but. Not gonna do it. The South Harmon jackets, man. They're
oh man.
They're orange black. They're like they're kind of like track jackets. They're sick.
Yeah, dude. That's giving me like old school starter vibes.
But they're fitted like a better nowadays.
Yeah,
shirt.
you're not puffy and not weird.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Way too wide at the top and way too narrow at the bottom.
Perfect fall weather type jacket. So
let's go.
Let's go ahead. So the scary haul is you're gonna get a pair of shoes and the jacket. And then we're going to keep going through. Everyone will get one from there. All right?
All right.
Let's get to it, man. We got a lot of spinning to do on this motherfucking wheel. All right?
What'd you do if you get double winners, you know? Like
I was just going to say, you guys let me know in the chat. Should we respin or should we allow multiple winners? What do you guys think?
We're equal opportunity employees, you know? Double it and pass it on kind of guys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. All right, so first one, scary haul. We'll spin it up. Ready?
Oh, this is good. That jacket's sick.
Yeah.
Shoes are sick.
There's a couple more, too, of each of them, but this is the scary haul.
Okay.
Oh! DB. Dynasty Berry. DB says respin.
I
was going to say, that we got international off the rip. Mike, this isn't even a pressure of luck, and you see how it's going. You know?
That Canadian shipping's going to fuck you on that one.
Jake says you should give the prize to me. Smart
I like
man.
Jake's idea too, man.
All right. Well, I see enough respins in here that we'll go with that route. Hopefully, we don't have any double winners because we have a lot of names up here. But anyway, all right.
So be DB like 6 times.
Dynasty Berry's going to win everything. It's all going to Canada. It's because I talk shit about Canada in the Gollum voice. That's why this is happening, isn't it?
DB's going to look good. He's going to look good.
Real good. So. All right, so we have 3 more pairs of shoes. So this is going to be one for one of the pairs of shoes. Ready?
1 pair of shattered backboards coming up.
Shattered backboards coming up. And hey, Mike, do me a favor. All right, Will Galvez, do me a favor. Can you
I'll make notes.
I was just going to say because I'm going to end up not being able to remember this, my man.
I got you. Hold on.
The chat hopefully will take care of it too. But yeah. Let's make sure we get these locked in. All right.
DB.
So we got DB, Scary Hall, jacket, and shoes.
Scary Hall, jacket, and shoes.
And we got Will Galvez for a Shatter Backboards. The cool part is I have all your size. That's why I asked you to put that comment like it is. So I have all your sizes and everything ready to rip off.
All right, go ahead. I'm focused.
Next pair of shoes. Ready? Another pair of Shattereds.
Another pair.
Let's see if we can keep the respins out of here, you know?
Jay says this is NBA rigged. Like the lottery. David Stern special. Joey Dubs.
Joey Dubs in the chat.
Shattered backboards.
Okay. Joey Dubs shattered backboards. All right. Last pair of the free. It's a lot of free shattered backboards, damn. Last pair of the free ones. All right, ready? Get it.
Dope, man.
Pretty sweet, isn't it?
Mike Crystal. Weird.
All of a sudden, new name appears. Magical. Mark. All right.
Just Mark.
Mark. There were some numbers probably, but it was enough.
Right.
I was trying to keep it out of the, if there wasn't multiple. So we got Mark,
Gotcha.
Joey Dubs, Will Galvez, and DB with the Scary Haul. All right. So now we
I'm all
got
caught up, buddy.
two more jackets here to get to go
I do
through
got to
this
point
one.
out too. I'm drinking, and I decided to do it in Discord DMs. So
Perfect.
I'll
DM
send it
right
when it's
over?
all done.
Beautiful.
But I'll keep staring at that fucking Victoria's Secret video of me sending you Madison beer.
I was gonna
wine.
say, that's,
This is great.
dude. Did you see my comment? I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, your comment. Goodness, that'll make a motherfucker do some shit.
No lies told, no cap.
Dude, she gives the wink at the end too. Like,
Oh. Good on Herbert,
All right.
man. Good on Herbert, All right, we're going for 2 more jackets here. All right, so another jacket. Ready? Let's spin it.
jacket. We're giving away Madison beer. Congratulations. Tom. Oh, fucking international shipping.
Oh, Canada.
You gotta send that to like fucking way up there in Canada, like real Canada. Like we ain't fucking around.
This one's going to, we'll see. I better get insurance just in case it doesn't make it. It's going all the way up to the top.
Tom lives right next to Santa Claus.
I think he's basically at the North Pole, as close as you can get to the real thing. All right.
Oh,
Last jacket.
another
We got
jacket.
we got Tom and we got DB with the jacket. Okay, yeah, because DB's in Scary Hall. All right, last jacket here.
Fucking Canada winning everything.
What is it? They got to win the shit league, everything, man. They're killing us. We got to build a fucking wall, Young Molly.
Young Maui
Young Molly. Yep, Young Molly, baby.
getting a jacket.
Jacketed it up.
Fuck yeah! All right.
There's fucking everyone, especially me right now. Okay, no one's paying for this except me, so it's
You gotta pay
Terrace
tariffs
fucking
on
ATM.
exports.
Son of a bitch.
Who goes to ship all this? Fucking Trump's knocking.
Dude, I would tell you too that you have to fill out a form and include it's more than just the cost. It's the whole. All right,
All right.
let's get back to it. So I lost my spot of hitting the button for the wheel. Okay, so we got all right now. Let me show you. We got the coach's
3 jackets,
We got
3 shattered backboards given away.
one coach's jacket.
Coach's
here.
jacket.
This is the coach's jacket here. We got one spin for
You
the
could
coach's jacket.
you could have just pointed to your one you're wearing.
You know what? You're not wrong, but
You're already modeling it.
that's actually pretty awesome. My man's been drinking, huh?
For an extra $20, you get this exact one.
Yeah, you can take this one off my back.
I won't even wash it.
So Dan, this was from the Halloween stream. This is from the Halloween stream from Sunday, and if you put what was asked for in the chat, you got entered into the giveaways. So just so you're aware of how this all went down.
Damn.
Okay, so let's see. Hit the button again. Oh, this is for the coach's jacket.
Coaches.
All right. Coach's jacket spin.
Go.
Chase is popping Molly and sweating right now. Andy Tobin. I don't know if I spelled. Yeah, I don't know if I spelled it wrong. If I spelled any of your guys' names wrong, trust me, I didn't mean it. Okay.
Yeah, no shade. He was in a hurry. As you can see, he had a lot of entries to go do.
Yeah, it's close enough. How about that? You'll get the real thing though. All right. So, coach's
Catch
jacket
me on the wheel.
All right. Let me go back to. Speaking of, that's because I'm surfing through my notes, Mike, of what all we have to get rid of or what I'm giving
You're
away.
good, buddy.
Okay. Now we're two pairs of the Insidious shorts.
Insidious.
2 spins for these. All right.
I love my pair, man. I wear those things like religiously.
Listen, I got the window open, so I got pants on today, but I've been wearing them in the fucking fall like it's nothing,
I don't even give a shit. Get cold, I'm still gonna wear them outside.
So, spin 1, Insidious shorts.
Here we go.
That's an awful lot of spins, buddy. Goddamn. All right. NDK Dynasty. Insidious Shorts 1.
Dynasty.
By the way, DB says go back and check it out if you didn't catch it yet. Dude, I thought it went pretty well, and I had a blast doing it. I will tell you too. The amount of work I put into it, I'll spare you the amount of time. That was fun.
I gave you all your props off air, but I'll give them to you on air. You fucking killed it. Thanks, killed it. Adam did all the work. I do nothing but show the fuck up, right?
But it was perfect. It was perfect because you had no idea what was coming. That's keeping the suspense from Mike. Let me give you a little tidbit. I had Mike come on and say, hey, listen, Mike, you're going to turn your camera on, put the stream on, and I need you to leave because I don't want you to see any of this, but I need to make sure it works. But having you in suspense is one of the best parts, just like Mike doesn't know what the fuck's coming.
I went back to watching college football.
Yeah, it was awesome. All right, so one more spin here for the shorts, Insidious Shorts.
One more pair.
All right. Hey, Tom, congrats, by the way, on the jacket. Hey, listen, Zach Collier, or Zay, as we know him as. It was worth it for Zay here, Yeah, Zay gets in the W column.
Apparently, me fucking your name up live on air. It's good luck. It's good luck.
Look at Retworths. I hate saying nice things about an Ohio State fan. I love you too, buddy. As hard as that is to admit for a Michigan fan.
Though most Ohio State fans will probably off themselves if they lose again this year to Michigan.
Yeah, we're not ready to discuss that, buddy. Frankly,
okay. We're not going to speak that into existence.
Yeah, and congrats, Andy. Oh, Andy's in the chat. Boom. Congrats, buddy. Yeah. By the way, I will say this at the end, but make sure you hit me up on X or on Discord. I'll give you guys all the information to hit me up so I can get these out to you.
And I'll correct your name right on this list, Andy, since I can clearly see it was wrong.
Yep, so I did misspell. Damn it. Okay.
It's all right. You just forgot the E. That's fine.
All right, so it was close. It was a Zach Zay thing. All right, so we have two shorts, coach's jacket,
three other jackets.
Yep, and the shoes, 4 shoes. Well,
Four
DB's getting no other pair. Yep. Okay. So the last thing is this is actually kind of fire too. Let's see. Here you go. South Harmon Halloween tee.
Boom.
Got both the Jordan and the Nike on it, and this is the T-shirt. Pretty sweet one.
Motherfuckers are getting shit that I don't even have.
Buddy, listen, these hauls, that's why I called it a scary haul. I'm not even going to get to keep any of this stuff. I'm like, damn. Buddy, can I tell you how many times I wanted to pocket either this or the Fanatics giveaways, which are coming up next? Last one here. Tough one. Some of these are tough. All right, for the T-shirt.
Who we got?
Dude, Joey Dubs almost made us respin. Ben
almost did.
Braham. I may have misspelled some of these names, so
that's fine.
Might keep me honest.
Keep me honest.
What up, Fizz?
Boom.
By the way, Young Molly, I'm pretty sure that's Fizz's brother. So shout out to Young Molly with the jacket, man.
Yep. Brought to you by one Fizzle dollars.
Speaking of Fizz, he did enter this next giveaway. And that is going to be, damn, I'll tell you this, all the spinning, bro, my computer is actually getting hot as fuck. This is hilarious. All right, so let's go to the Chris Godwin jump. I'm with Beagles. No respins yet. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we haven't hit it yet.
See, Dan's on to, listen, if I wasn't honorable, first of all, no, everyone seems to win the goddamn. Every time against me, the pressure luck, they all win. Every time.
Every time.
But no, okay, so let's do the next one here is the Chris Godwin giveaway. You guys ready?
Let's go.
The Chris Godwin is size extra large. The other two jerseys are size large. So when I do the spin, it's a smaller list of people because I've cut them out based on their sizes. All right?
Okay.
And for Chris Godwin, spin it.
Look at that smooth transition into a better wheel.
Jersey time. And
D-Walk.
D-Walk. Right on the nuts. Look at that. That's like literally dead center on his name.
Couldn't have won even better. Chris
D-Walk.
Godwin.
I think I saw D-Walk saying the hat he had some like conversations at the bar because of the hat. So
Oh yeah, D-Walk was big on that hat when we first had it before it was even available.
Listen, it's not a South Harmon technically, but give us a shout out, certified shit. Tell them they can go get one. By the way, bro, let me just show you this one.
Put a sticker on the fucking website, and he could put South Harmon.
Dude, the creamsicles, the white creamsicles, are just fucking absolutely ridiculous fire. Man.
Old school. That's fire.
All right,
Yeah.
so now the
Let's
next two are largest. So whoever gets the first spin, I'll give you your pick: Hampton or Breece Hall. Second person that gets the spin will get whatever is left. All right,
Whatever's left over.
Okay, last two spins, fellas. Let's get it. J.R. Stafford.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
Got it?
I'll do Hampton / Hall.
Yeah. So your pick. And then JR, whatever you don't pick, so whether that's Breece or the Hampton, that will go to. And by the way, it is the black Breece jersey. So pretty sweet. Black Breece jersey.
Those was my Breece Hall helmet I got back here.
By the way, check out Science Shit. Ultimate Autographs, our other partner. Dope shit. All right, so, and then we do have one drawing to get to. All right, so
Big shout out to our partners, man.
We're getting there slowly but surely. All right, when I told you we had a lot of giveaways to get to, I wasn't playing.
You do. This is like 90% of the show, giving away free shit. Jason.
I saw Jason in here earlier. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there he was with AO. What's up, Jason? Congrats, man. So you will get either the Breece or the Hampton. All right.
Boom.
Now, Corey, you're on there. Look, you're right there. C. Mercer, right next to Jason. You just missed the spin. That's all.
Yeah, you got fucked.
You got fucked. Now, if you put all your stuff in, I made sure to enter you in whatever you could win. The other stuff, I basically had whatever sizes you wanted. The jerseys I had from Fanatics are specific sizes, so that's why.
I do got to point out how fucking scary it is. Listen, I'm a big Zen guy. I get them from Sweden now. How good I am while live on air, just spinning and Kobe and that motherfucker right into the trash can every single time. When I first started,
it also looks
plastered on the wall.
I know it's because of the visual. That's your right hand, right? By the way,
left.
Is it left? I was like, damn, this dude's doing out here Kobe left hand.
Lefty.
Remember when Kobe's out here shooting lefty? The other one was hurt.
That's right.
Hey, Corey's been smoking. It's all good, baby. We're drinking. We're having fun. It's all good.
Don't even see his name.
It's actually kind of funny because his name is literally the next person. Like, if it just would have spun a little more, he would have
This is fucking bullshit. I ain't even on
I
this
didn't even
list.
get in. Love you, Corey. Hell no. I'm hot. My face just got hot as fuck. Oh, shit.
I'm high as fuck. Didn't even see my name.
Dude, that could be a Chappelle Show fucking thing right there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Last one here is for, let me show.
Dan Edwards says he's been getting Zen ads this whole time. Listen, Zen, holla at your boy.
So
actually, I prefer XPCT, Swedish.
So this is a polo of the Halloween. All right? Dude, this is the thing. I could only get this color and this one in large. So
that's all right.
There's only two of these literally out there. So rare one. Mike, I thought sincerely. Let me just tell you, I thought sincerely about giving no option for press. After all these giveaways, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. The stingy part of me is like, I gotta stop pressing your luck. But I'm honorable. You're gonna get a chance if you want to. All right, God damn,
honorable
I hate
man.
it.
All right, polo.
All right,
we got a list for this one.
Yep, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's a smaller list. It keeps getting smaller.
Well, this one is from the merch tier, so I think there's 4 people in this.
Nice.
Ripping. Okay. No respin, at least. Hey, how did we make it the whole way without a single respin?
Don't know. That is amazing. Hey.
That looks sick. All right, everyone? So it is. Ripping, if you're here, you can press your luck.
Done deal. I made it through that whole list. I didn't delete it.
You got it? We're good? Okay.
You got it.
So
It's in
here,
your DMs, buddy.
Okay, it's in my DMs. All right, let me pull it up. I'll read off all the winners so that we know where everything's at, all right? Mike, what do you think? Should I give him a press of luck, or should I just say you got to be here?
If Rippon's here, you can press his luck. But if he ain't here, fuck him.
All right, well, press the luck. If you end up being here, you get what you get, all right?
Listen, I don't know how you enter the merch giveaway for Wednesday AMA on the merch tier
And don't make it here.
And don't show up. Like everybody's a fucking winner when they press their luck, man.
Listen, by the way, this is a speaking of scary haul, it's a lot of Mike, you're starting to look like you're driving a Subaru Outback. What's up, Chris?
I think at this point, like if I ever met Chris in real life, like we're gonna fight first and then we'll
hug it out.
Hug it out.
100%.
Then we'll hug it out. But we're fucking fighting first.
Listen, Chris is my brother-in-law. That's exactly how it would go. You guys would have a little, tough talk early and then hug it out. That's exactly
Come
what
catch these motherfucking hands first. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's also once the booze wears off, you guys will be all happy-go-lucky, I know
all right,
how
come
this
here.
works.
I love you.
Exactly. Here, come give Big Daddy a hug,
Listen, I may have lost a lot of weight, Chris, but I still got that fat kid anger up in me.
Speaking of which, if this is another shattered, Mike, I'm ready to cry. I already give 4 away. Okay.
Bag.
Mike, I'm pretty sure this is like the second time it hasn't been shattered. All right.
All right, you're good.
Rippin', you get a bag or you get nothing. You're okay either way.
You're okay either way. Let's go.
Chris is fair, so he's even in agreement. We'll live with
He's
it.
like, I've fucking earned it. I've earned it.
Hell yeah.
I've earned at least one.
All right, so can I get this off here? Oh, my computer is going. It's going to be a lot of hating, so give me a second while we try to get this all off of the damn screen.
I'm just thinking about meeting Chris.
Listen, we can make it happen. I promise. I really do. It could definitely happen.
Fucking. All right, we'll get back.
What up, my boy? Chris is in the building. All right, we'll get to. Jeez, we're already an hour in. You know what?
We got fizzle intro and some questions. Yeah,
I was about to say, yeah, we'll do fizzle intro and some questions. All right, let's get to it.
We got a good solid 30 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm with you. Ready and Fizz, talk to him.
Welcome to South Harmon. Welcome to South Harmon. Hey, welcome to South Harmon. We glad you here today. Another AMA. Ask me anything. Super chat is cool if you wanna pay to play. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Let me introduce you to the tear down king. Mike McNutty, ask your questions, he'll answer anything. ATM, you know Adam put them graphics on the screen. Glad you tapped in now, stay tapped in for the team. Hey, everything is posted. Go follow the socials. South Harmon FF tag us if we get noticed. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Another AMA, welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today.
The date was August 26, 1985, and Michael Jordan.
Whoa.
Shut up.
We almost screwed that up there, buddy. But we're back.
That's all right. That's a quick catch.
Just a quick one. All right. Welcome to South Harmon.
Yo, why the fuck is my nose so shiny?
Dude, that's got to be the Zins.
Why is it so shiny?
Dude, it's got a little Rudolph in it,
Dude, it does. Maybe I'm getting a cold.
Dude, I got this window wide open. It's 41 degrees outside, buddy. I'm fucking not cold at all. So that's how you know it's not. The booze is helping for sure.
I missed it too. What are you drinking tonight?
Sazerac.
I knew it.
Back to the OGs, man. Back to the OG Sazerac rye.
Back to you were in the closet when we first started recording on podcast days.
Mm-hmm.
My man.
I was sitting right on the edge of a closet, and I used the edge of a dresser, essentially, right, for my computer.
Yep.
Pretty sweet little. Wasn't actually a sweet setup. It was a pretty ghetto setup, honestly, for being real about it.
Real cheeky.
All right, so we got real quick. I'm gonna go run down the giveaway winners. and I'll put them in the chat as well. And then what we will do is get to questions. All right. So
Let's go, buddy.
Post this in here as South Harmon. Boom. There's your winner. So DB gets the Scary Haul, which is the jacket and the shoes. Will Galvez, shattered backboard shoes. Joey Dubs, shattered backboard shoes. And then Mark as the third shattered backboard shoes. We got Tom, shout out Canada, with a jacket. Young Molly, shout out with the jacket. Andy Tobin, coach's jacket. NDK Dynasty with the Insidious shorts, as well as Zay Collier. Ben Braham with the T-shirt. Excuse me. We got D-Walk, Chris Godwin jersey. J.R. Stafford as the Hampton or the Hall. Your pick. And then whichever one you do not pick is going to go to Jason. And Rippin won the drawing. So, with that said, let's get to the stars, buddy. The stars are the questions for the record.
Let's go.
Got a super team. You'd love to hear it, Jason. Congrats, by the way. My weakest position is Penix. Listen, hopefully your weakest position is not your penis, you know?
Mine too.
would trade Penix in a first for Dak. I'll have the CD stack. It feels heavy, but it feels right.
I couldn't do this. I don't got enough fucking stones in me, right? I'm too small at the Penix anyways.
Well, here's the reason I say I could. When you have a super team is the only time, Mike, when I can kind of get behind at times going for the jugular. If you told me, like, I would probably want to see the rest of your team if I'm being honest, Jason, too. Like, if you told me it's really a super team stacked with just studs everywhere and you can kind of let go of your late first for this, kind of feels expensive, but fuck it, you know. But I would also want to know, like, when you say this, like, super team, like you're talking about, you're just star-studded everywhere, and the only thing you have is essentially your quarterback, too, is not completely, you know, great. It feels very heavy, though, honestly. I could get behind it, but it feels heavy. I'm being honest with you.
Feels a little too rich. Feels a little too rich. Like you're available to send that first plus, you know, some other position that you have to go get like a super player. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
maybe you have like a lad and you're like, this super team, you know, lad's my wide receiver 4, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Was
So you're
that
saying add lad to Penix?
No, what does that lad in a first get you into Amon-Ra?
I'd rather keep my firsts,
right,
and move on from Penix. But to your point, yes, can you shoot higher? I'm with you there. But here's the one thing about a super team, Mike. I have a couple, honestly, not many, but a couple. And you know what happens a lot of times, weirdly, in these super teams dynamics is like the options out there to shop for an elite asset or what might score as an elite asset sometimes can come few and far between because the other teams don't have that many great assets if it's truly that way. So Jason, if you're still with us, give us more context. I think I'm on board, but I would like to see if there's other options for you, honestly. I think that's probably what I would say.
Well, listen, I like Dak a lot. I like Dak, what he's doing this year. Like he's doing a phenomenal job. But at the end of the day, his warp on the year is QB9. You know what I mean? It's
pretty good. And it's also like he's had some bad weeks in that QB9 too, so he really could end up fucking smashing late.
He really could. With CD back, he could be smashing. But it also could be a lot of the
quarterback 15. Yeah,
kind of what we saw last week. We were waiting for Dak in garbage time to explode, and the whole fucking game was basically garbage time, and we didn't really.
Can I tell you that's actually one of the reasons why I'm okay with Dak though? Like I almost would prefer, if I'm not going to have the elite ones, give me a boom bust. Okay, fine, you fucked me this week. But give me a guy that can go for 30 or 40. Dak feels that way.
Man, I'm trying to think of like just some options without knowing his team. Let's just say like he's like, I got a super team. I got, you know, Breece Hall as my RB.
Oh, here. He said just posted the okay, so he's got Chase, JSN, JJ, CD, CMC, Cook, Warren, May.
The Warren part.
Tyler Warren.
I'm a
yeah, stop sleeping on Tyler Warren still. Damn it. Even that crazy voice couldn't get Tyler Warren to get out of Mike's mind. Mike, that's a squad. Dude, Mike, you have 4 receivers in wide receiver 1 territory overall.
Yeah.
This is a team to push it in for. Pause, but damn, that's a big pause.
What about – all right, so I'm assuming it's a lineup league.
Definitely.
Probably not a whole lot of starters, but like start 9 or start 10.
Well, if it's start 9, you can start up to 3 receivers.
But
If it's
my
start 10,
question,
you can start up to 4. And you're
my
starting all
question
4
is,
of these guys.
my question is, what is in the flex? Like, what are you starting in the flex? Right, because he's got
CD, it would be probably CD.
CD.
3 receivers and then CD.
Gotcha.
Yeah, dude, you're star-studded. Dude, CMC and Cook, buddy, you don't have a single weakness outside of this super flex option.
right. If this is a start 9, you're sitting fucking pretty. Adam, I'm with you. Then go ahead, trade
Go.
Michael Penix in the first and go for Dak.
Yeah.
If this is a start 10, right? I want to know what's in the other flex.
Govnick is a great question. Assuming this is start 12. Or, 12 teams, sorry.
12 team.
12 teams, yes. If it's 12 teams, I'm in. And this is another good point. Like, can you go up higher? Can you go to Mahomes?
Could you do that? Yeah, I would rather do that for sure. Right, the kind of what you talked about with the Devontae Smith, the fallback option if
There you
something
go.
bad happens.
Exactly.
Much better with Patrick Mahomes than
If
it
Dak
is
gets
with,
hurt, you're
Dak.
kind of screwed. 12 teams,
12
start
by
9.
9.
Oh, dude, you've got to go for this. Well, let me say this: you've got to go for the upgrade. I'm of the mindset of this. Let me tell you what I would do. Let me give you the simple way to move to the next question. If you're gonna do it for Dak, go across your rankings. Every single quarterback you'd prefer to have than Dak. I send the exact offer I'm going to accept or basically go with. Right?
Fuck
Send
around
them-
and find out.
Send every single one of them. Can I get Mahomes? Can I get Herbert? Can I get whoever that you would have ahead of Dak? Send those out. If they all get rejected, then I'll take the Dak.
Right, like Allen, Lamar, Jaden, Daniels getting rejected. You already got Drake
literally
May.
just send them. They'll
Jalen
probably
Hurts.
get rejected, but you got to at least test the waters. Because what if one of
But
them
yes.
gets accepted?
To your point, I'm sending it for Patrick Mahomes. I'm sending it for Justin Herbert. I'm sending it for Bo Nix.
Yeah.
And if all 3 of those go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Okay, buddy. All right, Dak Prescott it is. Dak Prescott it is. I don't think there's any other quarterback out there, right? Like they have.
Dude, look at this though. Dak has 1 game outside the rest of the year. That is fucking juicy.
That's pretty good. I don't know. I mean, Caleb, no. Jordan Love, no. Jackson Dart, no.
You know what? Is it crazy to say for going for a title, I'd rather have Dak than Jordan Love? Even though I'd much rather have Jordan Love in Dynasty, for the production, I'd rather have Dak.
Yes. Yeah.
That's hard to admit.
I'm with
but
you.
It's true.
I'm with you. I'm listing off the players ranked above Dak on Keep Trade Cut right now.
Yeah, of course,
I
Jason.
think-
We got you, man.
I think my like find out is really Bo Nix, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, hold on. I got you, Dan, by the way, but the Hound House. I thought it was the Haunted House for a second. But it wasn't It wasn't Sunday. All right. Do I trade Genty and Tracy for Judkins and Dowdle, or is that too little? I wouldn't do this, no. Especially with Judkins hurt. If you told me Judkins was healthy, maybe. I still probably wouldn't do it. Not now.
Tracy Dowdle rest of the year with Chuba back and this fucking stupid split that they keep wanting to do.
I feel like eventually they'll break away from it, but it might be too late by the time they do it. Like it
Too
might.
late for it matters. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And while I mean flat out Judkins is outperforming Genty, right? It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for somebody to put a Cleveland running back above Ashton Genty. From
They ain't
where
doing it at
both
all.
started.
They ain't doing it at all. You know what I mean?
I mean, Judkins is going to have to smash for the rest of the year, and Genty's going to have to keep being ass before we see that flip flop.
I'll be honest with you. I stay with the side you have, dude. Honestly, if I'm moving here's what I'll say. If I'm moving Genty, see, I think the error here is trying to move him for another rookie. I think if you're gonna move Genty, like I'm going for the kill shot, right? I'm going for Bijan, JT, Achane, James Cook. End of list. I'm going for those fucking guys. I'm going for the kill shot.
CMC on a tear down.
There, okay, in CMC, that's a good point. There you go. But that's what I mean. Like I'm going for the fucking jugular. Or yeah. I could probably add Jacobs in there again on a tear down. But that's probably endless for real. So Jacobs and CMC on a tear down, or James Cook, Achane, JT, Bijan. That if I can go from, and obviously if you have to pay up for Bijan, fine. Gibbs would be in the mix too. But my point is going for the kill shot in production.
Or if I'm doing it like a kill shot for production, I'm doing something like real crazy. You know me. Sometimes I'll be like, I'll trade you Genty for your Javonte Williams and your
I don't
next
think
two
so,
firsts.
Dan.
You know?
Oh yeah, Chris is on the money with it. No, I don't think there's really a buy low window on Genty personally.
Not right now.
Which is why I think it's actually a great time on a contending team, if you're worried about it, to move on from him for one of those true producers, right? Like that's where I'm at on that.
How before we had a buy window in Genty, how long would you think like this, what we see now, like has to keep up? Like another 4 weeks? I mean, do we got to get like closer to the playoffs where he's still just this offense sucks?
Maybe another 2 or 3 weeks, because when you really start you're pushing up against the playoffs, people get really uncomfortable, you know. Maybe then. But I think right now people are still like, bro, like look at his value. The only reason he's not 3 on Keep Trade Cut is because JT has been absolutely a manimal. Like JT doesn't go past him outside of his production. It's not because Genty really fell. It's because JT went up.
Because he's going nuclear.
Yeah. You know? So I think...
And Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs are just them.
They're him.
You know?
Yeah, they're totally him. So I'm with all that. Joe Worth, if you're doing a running back... so you're doing a double running back trade. I want the best player in the deal, no questions asked. I also agree with that probably too. Unless you're telling me you're trading one legit running back and a dog shit running back, or 2 really good running backs.
While I love what Judkins is doing in Cleveland, especially considering it's Cleveland, Adam, no shade to Cleveland, but it's Cleveland.
Listen, you can throw the shade. It's okay. We're used to it, and it's warranted, honestly, right?
What he's doing, okay. While his production is better than Genty, it's not crazy to say. While his production is better, it's not so much better where it's like, that is the clear asset I want, which is exactly why when you go to Keep Trade Cut, you see Genty still at 4 and Judkins at 9. Right? It's not, if Judkins was going out there and putting up Jonathan Taylor or Bijan Robinson like fucking weeks and scoring 30, 40, okay then. Much different conversation. But he's got to almost lap Genty at this point to pass him in dynasty value. Like, he's got to have those kind of fucking games while Genty does nothing. So, as of right now, he's not the clear best player in the deal. Genty is the clear best player in the deal for dynasty purposes.
Are you guys buying the ascension of the 26 class through the likes of... No, not really. I mean, listen, I think if I have picks later on, fine. But I'm not, like, changing pick values over this at all, personally. Are you? I'm
not changing pick values, but I've also been higher on the 26 class than, like our good friend Buy Apple, who comes on here almost every other week, to, like, throw shade.
I get that. But my point is...
It's a good thing.
I'm not buying the ascension, meaning, right? Like, my values of the class haven't changed because of this. I
Correct.
think that's what I mean. So I think no is the answer to the question. I think I've been fine with the class as it is.
The ones that we lost were bigger names, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like bigger names that we had assumed, right? Like Drew Aller, right? Oh, he could be a first round, rookie pick, right?
And
he could be a first round NFL.
Dude, Drew Aller is so disappointing. Oh my God.
We lose that name and we replace him with the Ty Simpson. Lesser known, right? Yep. Not as much hype. Right. While it doesn't change my pick values at all, it's a good thing that these guys rose up, but it hasn't changed my outlook of the class at all. Right?
And I like those players, but again, they're not moving the needle in the way the class is viewed. So no. Yeah. All right. Dan has a question of 12 team Superflex, 1.5 tight end premium, PPR, start 11 lineup. I'm competing and need running back depth. Trade my 26th second for DeAndre Swift. I'm okay with this, honestly, dude.
Yes.
I'm perfectly okay with this.
We did that 40 episode.
How about that Arch Manning? Yikes.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Dude, he's been horrible.
He's been disgustingly bad. Yeah. Like, I can't believe even I came on and was like, well, listen, I understand that he might want to stay for multiple years, but if he had a phenomenal year, he's definitely coming out.
He has not. Well, Mike, that
killed that because he didn't have a phenomenal year.
I was going to say, that statement's not terrible. It's just that he has absolutely been awful. Yes. I think because
I do this in regards to our 40 episode where if I'm a contending team, listen, those seconds are actually dog shit. And unless your plan is to have seconds and use them as a trade bait to improve your position in the draft or use them in a package to go get something better, whatever.
If you're going to
At the
draft
end of
the player and keep the player, it has a bad hit rate. Really bad.
A fucking terrible hit rate. So listen, if my only options are stick and pick, right, when it comes, or trade something from DeAndre
Stick
Swift
and
on
pick is easily Swift. I think even in the vacuum, like I can move it later. I think this is what I have a second for on a contender.
Yeah.
Go for Swift.
Go for Swift.
He's no longer, Mike said this best Sunday, he's no longer that dynamic running back that we wanted him to be in Detroit. But listen, he's getting a ton of work. So what do you want? For a second-round pick, you could do a lot worse, in my personal estimation. All right, we'll go with last question.
DeAndre Swift right now, too. RB13 in Warp.
Mike, he's running back 1.
He is sandwiched between Breece Hall and J.K. Dobbins, ahead of Derrick Henry, ahead of Ashton Genty, Quinshon Judkins, Travis Etienne, Bucky Irving, who's been injured. But
most of these guys feel like they would benefit greatly from going back. Yeah, that's the thing about the 26 classes. There's definitely that's not even close to a question.
And when we actually get to declare time, DB, like you'll see a handful of these guys go back. Like you'll see a handful of them, and it'll go, fuck.
And that's the other thing. NIL has also made it easier for them to go back now, right? So it's,
which brings me back to one of my favorites, Sam Howell. Like the same thing. He was at the very beginning of like NIL kind of becoming a thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, fuck, man. You go and you be a 5th-round draft pick, or you could have just like North Carolina would have gave you like $3 million to bring your ass back. Like, fuck, you should have went back to school.
Dude, I kind of love this name. Pie Guy Dude, man. That beard.
It's not much of a beard anymore, man. It's kind of gone.
That's exactly, I think, why the comment's so elite.
That's fair.
So, congrats to all the winners. I've already put them in the chat here. I'll make sure to give them, Mike and I will put them in the description as well. What you do need to know, hit me up, or you can hit Mike up and he'll get it to me. But hit one of us up on either Twitter, so X, or in the Discord DMs. So, Mike, it's for me, it's ATM40chess on X, or I'm trying to remember what my Discord name is, to be honest with you.
I just tell him send it to my fucking email, man. It's easy.
There you go. ATM@SouthHarmonFF.com. That's another one.
Boom.
So email me, ATM@SouthHarmonFF.com, or hit me on Discord if you're in the Discord. If you're not, hit me on X. One of those 3 ways, though, will make sure you can reach me out. Reach out to me, I should try to say.
Fucking kill for a 3-way. And by the way, I'll put these right in the YouTube description right now.
There you go.
Fun
And
deal.
Geist. This is the perfect final question. All right. So, 12-team lineup, PPR contending. Would you send Scatterbo and a second for Kyron? Fuck yes. Gone.
In a
heartbeat. Because this is so much better than sending a first for Kyron to me.
Easily.
Like a country mile better. So,
yep.
Yes. Done. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Mike, I'd add a third to this. I would add a third to this if I had to.
If I had to. I don't want to.
I'm not sending it as that just because for free. Right. Like I'm giving all the free giveaways.
Yep.
But yeah.
Kyron right now, not a great season.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my spam is gonna go through the fucking roof now.
That's all right. You'll be fine. Just make a new one.
See, there you go.
Just make a new one. Don't give that one out.
What were you saying?
But Kyron hasn't been a great season, especially because, Blake Corum's kind of been a thing-ish.
They've used him a little bit more. And also, the amount of passing touchdowns Stafford has so far is crazy, too.
But it is really the position of running back. Breece Hall has had moments. Swift has had moments. J.K. Dobbins has had moments. Kyron Williams better than them in Warp through 8 fucking weeks.
Right.
Like, he's an RB1. Like,
right.
Back-end RB1, but he's still an RB1. I can get off an injured 0 on my team and just throw in a second, which we just talked about. Listen, on a contending team, if you're sticking and picking with the second, you're fucking yourself. Pause. This is the kind of thing I want to use seconds for. Like, let me get an RB1, man. Let me get Kyron Williams. Fuck it. I don't have to put a first in, like you said. If somebody said, would you trade a 26 first for Kyron Williams? I'd be like, I don't know. Fuck, probably not.
That's true, but I just gave you my primary work one, so that was maybe my fault, Chris.
Adam has 20 plus email. I bet you do.
Listen, because of all the spam, buddy, I love making a fake email to basically give some fucking,
One of my the first email I ever made I'm a big, back in the day, big wrestling fan, right? For anybody out there wrestling back in the day, big
Not
WWE.
not anymore though.
It's just
Not like it was.
lost me.
Sure.
It lost me. I'm sure if I got back into it, maybe I would.
Honestly, I'm not as much as I used to be, but I feel like it's still pretty good every time I tune in.
Listen, such a big wrestling fan that I got an email address and I got a pair of Nike custom shocks, right? Like when you could do the Nike
that's back
ID
in the
thing.
day. Custom shocks. Wow.
Big Papa. That's what
you know what? I think I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, Big Papa Pump was my man. Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
It took me until probably about 2-3 years ago to realize that I spelled Papa wrong this whole time. Papa is not spelled P-A-P-P-A like I spell it. It's P-O-P-P-A. So I've been Big Papa. Big Papa.
Oh, goodness gracious, man.
Yeah, fuck
Well,
me.
That is a perfect send-off. We love you guys. Week 9 coming up. Make sure you go check out the South Harmon Week 8 recap if you have not seen it. Pretty awesome. It was fun to scare the shit out of Mike a couple times.
It was.
And, talk some shit to him in the voice.
Discord. Listen, you guys like the giveaways. We did that special for the recap, which absolutely killed it by Adam, by the way. Patreon.com/South Harmon. Every single week we have a merch tier, right? $1 a month. Listen, it's like $10 a year after the fucking discount. Okay, $10. That's what gets you in and gets you eligible to Press Your Luck, which seems to be a fucking winner every single time.
It does. Tonight, at least, it wasn't shattered.
As long as you show up.
Yeah.
So go get you some of that merch, plus all the other good benefits. Man, we got so many good, smart fucking people in there giving advice every single day. You think
fun.
AMA is awesome? The Discord. That's where it's at every single day for $1. $1! We're fucking crazy, but it's always going to be $1 because that's our thing.
Yeah. Value menu. Doesn't change, So with that being said, listen, we ran out the whole great exit. So we'll switch into a new one. We love you guys. We will see you back here. No, you're good. Same time, same place next week for AMA. We're out of this thing. Peace.